so I'm going to terminate the test unfortunately here, yeah? Okay, so we're a bit close looking up. We're a bit close looking up. Hi guys, welcome back to Drive London. I'm Rohit. This is Abdullah. Abdullah found us from YouTube, and he hasn't done any lessons with us. He came to us to do a mock test, so we're going to do a mock test for him. He's done, how many lessons have you done again?
I've done 12 hours of lessons with an instructor, and then I've done lessons with my parents for a few months. Okay, good. So he's got some practice outside and done some lessons as well. Now we've driven for about half an hour. That's the only driving I've seen so far. He drives quite well. He made a serious mistake on just planning and awareness, like kind of with the speed. It was actually him going at, on the 20 zone, he was doing about 26, 27 miles per hour. He missed the signs that it was a 20 road. So yeah, he just needs to plan a little bit better, especially being in a new area. So he's not familiar with this area, and he has his test in Hendon. We're in Isleworth at the moment. But yeah, it's just planned a little bit better, and you should be fine there. Okay. Now you've gone over the show me and tell me questions. Yeah, and so you've never done a mock test or another test. This is your first attempt. And you have your test coming up what, in December? Yeah, end of December. Yeah, end of December. Okay, so he has enough time to work on any mistakes if he makes any. But yeah, we'll see how he gets on. Okay, so I'm going to explain how the test works. It's going to last for 40 minutes. During those 40 minutes, I'd like you to keep from the road ahead unless I ask you to turn left or right. There'll be 20 minutes of independent driving, but with my mock test, I'd like you to follow the sat-nav for the whole 40 minutes. There'll be one maneuver, possibly the emergency stop, and one show me and one tell me question. Okay? Now for you guys, each time he makes any mistakes, any serious or dangerous mistakes, be in red at the top here. Any minor mistakes will be in amber, and any good points in green. Okay, good. Any questions before we start? No. Okay, good. So let's start with that tell me question. Could you tell me how you would check to see if your headlights and tail lights are working before starting a journey? You would turn the engine on first, and then you would switch the headlights on, which would turn on the headlights and the tail light on. You can use a reflective surface to check, or you can ask someone to check it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we're gonna move up. And we're gonna follow, we're gonna just start driving, and then you follow the sat-nav straight over. Okay?
Turn right, then go right on the roundabout. Go right on the roundabout, second exit.
Very clear. There you go.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit.
safe place for me, please. Okay, I'm just gonna check my tyre because we did hit that quite hard there. And just give me a second. Just want to make sure there's no cuts in it. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I'd like you to move off again.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
In a safe place. Don't worry about the yellow line on this occasion. Okay, thank you, and drive on whenever you're ready.
Cross the roundabout, third exit. Cross the roundabout, third exit. Roundabout, third exit, then bear right.
So turn left, that's good. Okay, now we're going to turn left again. And just keep going left here, that's it, perfect.
Bear right,
okay.
then go left on the roundabout. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
Follow the bend. Great. We'll just keep going around.
Cross the roundabout, third exit.
Okay, and then I'd like you to pick a bay and forward park into it for me, please. So we're going to do the maneuver. Yeah, if you need to. Are you done?
Just gonna move a little bit forward.
So you done? Yep. Okay, thank you. Now I'd like us to reverse to your right, drive up to your left for me, please. Okay, great. We're just gonna keep finding the road ahead.
Go round the roundabout, third exit, then bear right.
So you just follow my direction. I'm just gonna keep finding the road. Okay, that's great. We're just gonna go down to the end and turn right at the roundabout.
Bear right, then go left on the roundabout.
And we're going to turn left first, exit the roundabout, and then follow the sat nav thereafter.
Go left on the roundabout, first exit. 200 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit. Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
safe to do so, I'd like you to open your window for me, please. Thank you. You can close it if you want to.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit, then take the exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit, then take the exit. After 800 yards, take the exit, then go left on the roundabout. Take the exit, then go left on the roundabout. After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
first gear is off.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the second left. Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then take the second left. After 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Oh, I was meant to go straight. Can't go straight.
Go left to right. Go left to right. Control back to you.
I wanted to go straight there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you are.
I couldn't go.
It's okay.
That was another thing.
Yeah.
It's bad.
After 800 yards, take the exit. Then go left on the roundabout.
Okay, just follow my directions now, okay? So, we're actually going to do what the sat-nav says. We're going to take the next exit off this dual carriageway, okay?
Take the exit. Then go left on the roundabout.
So we'll take the next exit off the dual carriageway. Yep, we're just coming up there. And then at the roundabout, we're going to turn left, first exit.
Okay. Left first.
Go left on the roundabout, first exit. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
Car park for me, please.
Yeah, now.
Yes, please. Just car park coming up here. This car park. Okay, and then I'd like you to pick a bay and just forward park into it for me again. Just go straight into one of these bays if you like as well. Okay, don't worry if it's not perfect, just a little bit more forward for me. Okay, that's great, thank you. Okay, we're going to just secure the car and turn off the engine here for me. So I'm going to terminate the test, unfortunately, here, yeah? Okay, so we've just made a couple too many serious and dangerous mistakes, so I feel like it's not safe to continue with the mock test and stuff, okay? We'll turn off that signal as well. So unfortunately, you have failed this test, yeah, and it would have been termination because there's too many serious and dangerous mistakes. So let's go through them anyway, so you understand what the mistakes are. I feel like your drive here towards the test center was a lot better than what we did in the mock test. I feel like maybe that you got nervous and the pressure kind of built up, and obviously it becomes a bit more difficult to drive at that point. But let's talk through the mistakes, okay? So unfortunately, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 8 serious and dangerous mistakes. Okay, so one of them was a dangerous mistake. Actually, 2 of them were dangerous. But let's just talk through them, okay? So first of all, I got you to pull over and park on the left.
I hate the curb.
Yeah, you hate the curb.
Definitely, I knew that straight away.
Yeah, okay.
I think I got more nervous after that as well.
Yeah. And that's not a great start. Remember, I spoke to you about this at the start as well. When I got you to pull over and park a couple of times before the test, I said to you, just watch out for that curve, and I told you to use that reference. We didn't really use it. You kept looking in this mirror. That mirror shows you what's happening behind. So when you're coming in, your front's going to end up hitting the curb first. So don't focus in the mirror when you're pulling over and parking. Focus on looking in front first, and then look in the mirror when you're straightening up. Okay, so you hit the curb there, and you hit it quite hard, and I had to go check to see if there was any cars. Luckily there wasn't. But yeah, just you got to work on your steering there. And then we came up to a roundabout where I told you the sat nav said turn right, 3rd exit into Tesco car park. As you're going around, we're coming up to 2nd exit, and you're starting to check your left mirrors to start drifting back to the left, but you're still steering to the right. Yeah, and you're oversteering, and you're getting way too close to the roundabout.
I remember that one.
And I had to grab the steering wheel at that point, and that was a dangerous mistake, because then we could have ended up losing control, hitting the curve. If there's another car.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'll give you a dangerous mistake for steering there. Moving off with control, I think he was going to move off in 2nd gear at one point just to hit the roundabout, and I said put it back into 1st gear. Now the reason why I told you, now most likely I would have let you stall there, but the reason why I didn't let you stall, because most likely you would have stalled because you was in 2nd gear. The car behind was very close to us.
So it would have rolled back.
Yeah, it would have rolled back, or if you stall and he's looking to go at the same time as you, yeah, he's going to go into the back of us. So I couldn't allow that to happen there. So I just made sure you just changed down to first gear and then gone. Also in that roundabout, you tried to go when there's cars coming from your right.
Yeah.
Now you thought that...
It's because they were coming for a long time, and then so I thought he was going to turn right, but he came onto the left, so I should have waited longer.
But even then, if the cars inside the roundabout, even if they're in the inner lane and you're turning left first exit,
yeah, you have to wait because they might come onto your side.
Exactly.
And try,
So you've got to wait for both lanes to be clear. And there was a couple of cars coming from your right, not even one at that point. I would have been waiting there. Now, a lot of people do this on big roundabouts. They feel like, okay, I've been waiting for a long time, I need to go.
It's better to
wait for a gap. Yeah, there was no kind of gaps at that point, and even when you try to go, there was no gaps until that later on. Okay.
Yeah, I think second time round when we came onto the roundabout, I did better.
Yeah, it was better that time, but the first time we just got a serious mistake for observations, and well, it would have been actually a dangerous fault, but regardless, that happened. And then I given you a serious mistake for lane discipline. Coming up to another roundabout, the sat-nav said go straight ahead, second exit. You had to go into the middle lane, which you did, to be approaching the roundabout. And then when you go into the roundabout, you're supposed to come back to the left-hand lane, and you stayed in the middle lane at that point. And that lane's not for us, that was for the people in the right-hand lane. You got to remember, the reason why you was in the middle lane is because the left was the left only. When you enter the roundabout,
you go
the left comes off, and our lane becomes a new left lane inside the roundabout.
I knew I didn't have enough practice on roundabouts.
So you definitely need some practice on roundabouts before you go for your test.
Luckily it's in December.
And you got some time to work on. Ancillary controls. Right at the start, I had to tell you to turn on your wipers. Now, I wouldn't have even said that at the start. It's just for the cameras so that people can still watch us on YouTube. But you left them off for so long, and we're in a meeting situation, coming up to a roundabout, I can't see anything probably. You need to turn these wipers on, and I had to prompt you. Now, you're just making your vision more kind of obscured, and you're more likely to end up causing, getting too close to vehicles or even causing an accident. Okay, so make sure your vision is always good, and that means your demisters and wipers in your test, even in normal driving, you should be using on your own. Okay, don't wait for us to tell you. Normal driving position, another roundabout, we're turning right, third exit. This is just after the stadium, coming up to the roundabout, we're turning right, third exit. You can see first exit, second exit's quite close. As you're going around, you're steering again too much to the right, and you've almost gone into the lane to go into, back on ourselves. And then, so you're in the far right lane, and then you've checked your mirrors and kind of suddenly come all the way back to your left. By that point, you should be over to the left. Second exit, you should be checking mirrors and going over towards your left. So you're moving your position back, your normal driving position back to the left, way too late on a roundabout. So you took the correct exit, but you're keeping to the far right lane and moving back to the normal driving position way too late. Okay, so always remember, if I'm taking the third exit, when you see second exit, start checking your left mirrors, start moving over to the left as long as it's safe, and then left signal, take your exit. You're holding the steering wheel to the right for way too long, and that's putting us in the not in the normal driving position. Okay,
I definitely need to practice roundabouts.
100%, yes. Okay, and then we came up to another roundabout, and the sat nav said go straight ahead, second exit. We had a bus lane. After the bus lane, you move back to the left, and then instead of you saw the road marking on the left lane a bit late, saying left only. So you ended up going into that lane.
I just decided to stay in because
correct. No, what you did there was perfect. Okay, so you realize you're in the left-hand lane, so you would have got a minor there for planning and awareness, just because you saw it a little bit late, but you did the correct thing. You go into you go into that lane, and then you did the left signal and you turned left. But then straight after that, there was a red traffic light. And we didn't stop at that. There was lights, and there's a solid white line there for pedestrians, and I had to brake and bring us to a stop, so that gave you a serious mistake for traffic lights as well. Do you understand?
I understand.
So there's a lot of faults there. Your minors aren't even too many. There's a couple there, but the serious mistakes, that's what you're gonna take away from this. But yes, you're correct. You definitely need some practice on some roundabouts. And I feel like other than that, you are a safe driver in the sense you are looking around, you're checking your mirrors, and you got no minors for mirror checks and stuff. So that's really good. The maneuver of the forward bay parking was good as well. You just went slightly too far forward. Maybe you're not used to the reference and the size of this vehicle, so you went a little bit forward. You're still inside the bay, so I was happy with that. The vehicle checks I was happy with as well. So the tell me question at the start, the only thing you said was to check your dip lights, you would use reflections or get someone to check for you. Now you can turn these on and walk around the car yourself, so you don't actually need to get someone to check.
You can do it yourself.
Other than that, definitely need to work on your steering around roundabouts.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like you understood your mistakes quite well, and you know how to correct them for next time. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You just need to practice more. That's it.
Yeah. So that, a bit of it is because of just because I didn't practice roundabouts. Basically.
Yeah. So
I'm not used to the car as well, but
correct.
It's mostly because I haven't practiced roundabouts.
Yeah. So definitely get onto the instructor and look at bigger roundabouts, and make sure you look at when to come back to the left as well, because at the moment you oversteer to the right, like I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Hopefully you found this useful.
Yeah, that was useful.
And you can work on some stuff with your instructor from this point onwards.
Okay.
Well, hopefully you guys found this useful as well. And that brings us to the end of this mock test, and we'll see you guys on the next one.